Just put it there. I have to go to the dashboard. I'm just missing one. Applied overtaking. Wait, I can do that? That's easy. Oh. Oh, what? God, Gran Turismo 5 is DMCA hell. Is that the last one left? Yes. This is the final one. Were you tuning in while I was still playing Tomb Raider, or...? Bonk. Fail. Damn. Did you tune in because you noticed that the game changed from Tomb Raider to Gran Turismo 5? Or is it just coincidence? Hydrate? Fuck you. It's fine. Crashing into cars is allowed. The frame rate. Dear Lord. Are there really so few people streaming GT5? Oh, okay. Good then. PlayStation Fan 1994. I swear to Jesus. Yeah, no, you can't. Up to this day, you cannot emulate Gran Turismo 5. Not yet. It's one of the few games. Do I need to actually start paying attention? I swear to God. This and Gran Turismo 6 are one of the few games that can still not be emulated well. They're playable, but there's a lot of glitches and issues. I have a silver PS2 fat over there. Here. Point. Over there. I have another black one in the living room. I have one that's disassembled and is missing pieces, but the main board works. Yep. I hardly play on it. And I have one silver slim in somewhere else. Unfortunately, I managed to fuck up the finish. I was trying to, like, get rid of the scratches with sandpaper, but I did it badly. I must have used too coarse of a sandpaper or something. I don't remember. Well, I remember, I just don't really know what happened. And it's really ugly, but I do technically have a slim PS2 silver. It's a nice color. God, fuck me. At some point, I bought a super premium SCART cable, SCART RGB cable for the PS2, and it works with that TV. It's a pretty neat setup, and I don't use it. I haven't played on it in a long time. This license exam is not that hard. They got the last group of license exams is so easy, I don't understand why. They're all like little races like this. It's completely different from cornering and stuff. And we're first. Oh, that's the right corner. It's not disqualifying me from bumping into other cars. I don't want to bother with license exams for too long. That's a big dent at the front. Oh yeah, go away. Alright, yeah, the last group of license exams is just a bunch of little races that are surprisingly easy. For some reason, I went through the last group today. I think I started today with the last group. We are going to see.
Congratulations! You've completed all the
Yes, shut up. Special event. Honda S2000. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Let's take a look-see. I started with the last license groups today, with the last license group. The other ones took so long. I'm talking about like an hour for a license exam sometimes. Oh yeah, that is a Mazda. Of course, it's not a premium car. God, that looks crusty. Oh well, free cars. Sure. Why not? What's the last game I played on the PS2? Burnout Revenge, probably. I was like on a playthrough and at some point I stopped. And it's awkward to stream with the PS2 as well, because I think the PS2 looks best with a CRT, especially because it kind of covers up the low resolution graphics, and it works better with the interlacing. And oddly enough, the CRT has really pretty colors, especially when I use the super high premium scarred RGB cable. Perhaps the best way of using a PS2 with an RGB cable. That would be one way of doing it. I'd rather not. And I have a capture card, but I wouldn't know exactly how to... My capture card has a pass-through, but the output is HDMI, so I would have to convert the HDMI output into SCART of some sort. Either that, or I play on my LCD monitor, and I kind of don't want to, because I think it's best to play the PS2 on a CRT. Yes, I'm playing Gran Turismo 6. I just can't really use the CRT with my streaming setup. Well, do I have it? Anyone can have it. I've used it before. Many times. I've streamed with it before. But I would really have to love a game to stream it with PCSX2. Playing on a real PS2 with a CRT is very different. And if I'm playing it on a PC and emulated, then it's less about the experience of playing on a console, and it's... Oh no, I'm playing GT5, sorry. Yeah, what it says under the stream is correct. It's Gran Turismo 5. If I'm playing a game on an emulator instead of the console, then it makes it less about the console and more about the game. And the games alone, a lot of them kind of haven't aged well. I actually streamed Gran Turismo 4 for a while with PCSX2 and I just kind of got bored. Somehow I still can't afford anything. I would love to get this one, but I don't have the money. Maybe I can do something interesting. Gran Turismo 5 is a little bit of a special case because Gran Turismo is a series that I grew up with, and even up until recently I was playing Gran Turismo 3 every now and then. I played Gran Turismo 2 in an emulator, I think, at some point for a while. I played Gran Turismo 4 with my brother sometimes. Could I do this? Oh, it doesn't have any specific requirements. And Gran Turismo 3 is the one that I spent most time with, like in the last 10 years. And Gran Turismo is like its own series. It has its own vibes, and it has its own circuits as well, its own tracks. Which makes any Gran Turismo game a little different to me from all the other racing games. 533. Oh yeah, I can do that. And Gran Turismo 5 can't be emulated yet, or else I wouldn't have gotten a fucking PS3 to play it. $542, $629. Where's the Ford GT? Oh. Maybe. You know, yeah, maybe. I don't remember if we had driver 3. We did have, I think we had all GTA games. My brother did. Wait, come on. Shit. I didn't install it. I sure hope this is worth it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the championship. I think I can with the Ford GT. So much for hydrating. So I don't think Julie's in chat anymore, so I actually have to do that shit myself. I'm gonna assume that it has traction control and ABS. It's fine. This can't be too hard, can it? Oh, there's no restart button. Okay, fine. Yeah, cockpit. It's fine. Everything's fine. No, I'm playing automatic. I'm playing on a controller. Go away. Bye. I was thinking about getting a racing wheel and paddles. I think it would just sit there unused. What's the point? I don't think I'm that into racing games. Man, I look away for 1 second. Oh, and then they drive into me like that. It's such an annoying game to stream. Because it requires so much concentration, but there's also so little going on, and then I end up not talking at all. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. I think I am faster. Yeah. My car has better speed. I'm just not good. And that's with ABS and traction control on. I'm guessing that the 2005 Ford GT probably doesn't even have traction control. Enjoy bathing in blood of zombies. Man, can I really not just... Whatever. You piece of shit. You absolute fucking piece of shit. I'm just gonna cut. Never mind. Wait, I can't restart. I actually cannot restart. Oh my god. That was 10 minutes wasted. I'll never get that time back. At least it's not the car's fault. Bye. This car really loves to spin out. I can't believe I've traction control set to 5 and it'll still spin out. I don't even know what the Toyota Tacoma is. Yeah, knock them over. Good. Assert your dominance. You mean that there's a Japanese name for it? That might be more familiar. Those dang Americans. I swear to God. Why do I even bother with the curbs? Ugh. If only I knew this track a little better. But I can't even trust my car to not spin out when I accelerate out of a corner. It's a bit annoying. Oh, God. Good God. It's so annoying. I look away once, or I make one mistake, and they're already overtaking me. I guess it's fine when I'm playing alone and I'm like fully concentrated, but I'm not. I'm streaming. I kind of want to ramble. I want to look at OBS and chat. I haven't launched Forza Horizon 5 in a while. My Game Pass subscription ran out and I didn't renew it. But I'm not even sure if I really miss it. Because I have a racing game to sink my teeth into. Oh, it's starting to get chilly. It was really warm today. It is definitely not winter anymore. Okay, clean enough. That's not clean. Oops. But wearing a sleeveless top might have been a very good idea. Because I got sweaty very easily. Also, I'm starting to get old. I really need to make use of my youth. I want to feel pretty before I start getting wrinkles. I want to do something with my life. Even if I don't go outside or have like, I don't know, no job or anything. There you go, finally. Oh god. But it is getting a little chilly. I can actually upgrade my car here. $36K for tires is not worth. I already bought the other racing tires. Oh, good lord. This track. Oh man. I'm gonna fuck this up somehow. Or maybe not if I concentrate enough. And why was I still sliding? That car in front of me, I had that as a little model car. Oh my god. I need to be really careful. I was careful, and that still happened. Good fucking lord. So little space. Okay, that works. I just have to not crash. But like, how do that? I kinda guessed that would happen. The moment I didn't feather my acceleration. Traction control, level 5, by the way. I mean, I can still catch up. I probably will, but that is frustrating. I'm not sure why I even listen to the brake indicator. I mean, I listen when it tells me to brake, but I should be more careful in general. And I do have a little bit of a feeling for this car by now. These curbs are fucking brutal. Oh my god. I'm trying. Maybe I can catch up here at least. What a nightmare. Yeah, looks like oh my god. Please, don't do this to me. Okay. What a fucking battle. Good lord. And that was with ABS and traction control on. Unbelievable. I mean, I could have still won the championship if I had gotten second there, but it's nice that I didn't. that looks good. Huh. This one has a lot of straights, which is a good sign. And the roads, the ground seems a bit more even. Also, the curbs are less annoying. The curbs on Nürburgring were fucking brutal. Like, you're gonna be screwed if you cross them no matter what. Which begs the question of why they're even there to begin with. Like, if you drive into the grass, you're screwed. If you drive into the curbs, you're screwed. The curbs are there for a safety measure. To tell the driver that they're, like, leaving the boundary of the circuit. Without making them, like, spin out and kill themselves. Because cars without ABS or TCS, they would spin out real hard if you drive with 1 or 2 tires or 2 wheels over the grass. But then on Nürburgring, apparently the curbs are so tall that you're gonna get in trouble anyway. Weird fucking track. This says a Ford GT 2005. Close. It needs to be in the center at all costs. What? What are you saying? What is Manet? I don't need to brake down to first gear. Brake indicator is screwing with me. Okay, if you're asking auto or manual, then auto. I don't hate myself enough to do manual with a controller. That might have been too late. Bonk. No, you can't overtake me. Not allowed. Joysticks. I think. Controller, gamepad. Here. Look, it's a normal controller. Here. This will answer all your inquiries. Happy to be of service. Wait. Do I look like I'm using a steering wheel? Don't you think you would be able to see that? I have a camera. It would be pretty hard to hide. Why is no one asking me if I'm like wearing makeup or what color my lipstick is? Everyone's asking if I'm driving manual or auto. What is this? Oh, I guess everyone is here for the game. There are gamers among us. I'm the imposter. Pretending I'm a gamer. Just because I play PlayStation every day and stream on Twitch and have like 60 games or more in my Steam library, some of which have over 1,000 playing hours. How dare I? How dare I appropriate... Oh god. How dare I appropriate gamer culture? Okay, we're good. How many races are there in this championship? There's like 5, I think. Could probably get away with just forfeiting the next one. Oh. That was too sudden. I was not pressing acceleration yet. Oh my god, the tearing. The tearing and the frame drops. Also, I do not know this track. So I guess it's good that I'm like 100 points ahead. Oh my god, what? Why are they all gonna be in the way? Come on. I'm just gonna cut. Oh no. Instant karma. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. I'm fine with second. This track was not in Gran Turismo 4. This is new. Oh my god. Okay. Great. I was driving in a straight line. Why would that happen? At least I have some space now. Wait, 5 laps? Oh, that's long. I can actually do this. Goodbye. This is such bad stream content. I'm just, like, staying quiet for 2 or 3 minutes at a time. Unless you're really interested in the gameplay, but it's not particularly interesting. On the other hand, I guess it's fine because I'm streaming with camera, and I prettied myself up for this. I look good, I think. I don't have to talk. Okay, I'm doing well now. Finally. Oh, that's not good. That carousel thing is pretty interesting. Because you can actually go faster when the ground is tilted. But as soon as the ground becomes level again, you have to slow down because you lose traction. I don't know. Maybe it is a real life track. I don't know this track. I just know that Gran Turismo 5 is the first Gran Turismo game to have it. Um, it's called cape something. Cape like superhero cape. I'm curious, can you actually see my eye color when I look directly at the screen? No, you can't. I think it's just a reflection. It's just a reflection of the monitors. Yep, green. A little bit turquoise. Well, not really turquoise. But depending on the lighting, it's green or something closer to blue. Very rare. Only a small percentage of the population has green eyes. Cape Ring. Yeah, that's the one. Fictional. They did a good job though. It's kind of a cool track. Kind of need to not spin out since this is the last. We're fine. We're fine. We're good. Are we? Good. Oh man. Yeah, that gets a little wacky here and there. I know this one though. I think I'm gonna get a sleeping pill. Right back. Hi, new person. At least I think new person. I can check actually. No, yeah, new person. This top is good. It's like a dress. But I have a confession to make. I'm wearing sweatpants underneath. Oh no. Illusion broken. For all you know, I could be naked underneath. I promise I am wearing pants though. Oh yeah. Well, I saw their name in the recently followed list. So I think it was a good guess. Why'd they gotta be so slow? Stop being slow. Or much better, stop existing. Yeah, how are you all doing? Exactly. Not me. Every time I read chat, the game burns me. I don't actually need to be first in this race. You can get away with second. I mean, I could probably forfeit the race entirely if I wanna. I think the truth is that I feel okay, actually. Well, comparably okay. This has been a huge ego boost. Ego and self-esteem boost. I didn't expect that the dress would fit so nicely, but I like it. Especially with this cardigan too. And my mood has been pretty good as well. There's always the risk of my mood being bad because depression. but it's been fine. Like, I haven't been acting frustrated or tilted or anything. Or venting about bad things. So that's a dub. I think the AI in this game... So before I played Gran Turismo 5, until a while ago, I actually played a lot of Forza Horizon 5, and I really complained about the AI in Forza Horizon 5. Compared to Forza Horizon 5, the AI in this game seems equal or better. I don't think worse. I haven't played the Rally DLC. Oh my god. Punishment for inspecting the chat room. How dare. I got really into FH5 beginning of this year. And then I kept playing it after I got my new GPU, which was pretty cool. I sold both my kidneys to buy a 4070 Ti. And that allowed me to basically max out all the settings in Forza Horizon 5. And now, instead of making use of the GPU for video games, I play PS3 games. RIP kidneys. I never got to try out the Hot Wheels DLC either. God! I love hitboxes. Damn, a Horizon 3 gamer. Yeah, I first played Forza Horizon 4. None of the ones before that. Bonk. They put Hot Wheels in 2 of their games. Interesting. Oh yeah, Forza Horizon 4 had that Top Gear add-on. I actually tried to play the Top Gear add-on in Forza Horizon 4 at some point. And it was stuck in the loading screen. Aw. Your whole 22 years. Baby. Oh my god, you were born after 2000. It would be good if I didn't spin out here now. I would like to not lose this race. Okay. We're good. Yeah, this is running on a real PS3 because our PCS3 still can't really emulate it well. I mean, that's like the main reason I got a PS3, because I wanted to play Gran Turismo 5 and 6, and this just can't be emulated. There's, in theory, if it could be emulated, there would probably be no reason to play it on real hardware, because the game runs like ass. Yay! Gold! Yeah, last time I checked, RPCS3 has a lot of like glitches and issues with those two games, with both of them. Like, they launch, but there are a lot of glitches. Wait, where's my car? Give me a car! Good. What ending movie? I'm at like 30% completion. At most. This is so gonna get DMCA'd. Did I miss anything if I skip this? It's a Japanese artist. The music and the GT auto menu, you know, the menu where you can do an oil change, that gets copyrighted too, DMCA'd. I can't change my damn oil without the VOD getting muted. And I'm still kind of broke. Incredible. That championship was fun. Imagine actually having fun. Stingray. Are there any Japanese cars before 79? Because I could use one of those. Yeah, this would count. Nah. I would probably have to end up upgrading a car anyway. Or this one. Throat do thing. Yeah, I would like to do this event, but I would need an old car. Anything 79 or earlier. Maybe I... Oh. Okay, maybe. Sure, let's try. Out of all the super old Japanese cars, this is probably one of the better options. Yeah, good. And I'm going to pretend that this car has ABS and traction control. Or maybe not. It most definitely didn't. Alright, time for masochism. I imagine so. I hope so. As long as I don't spin out like a moron. Is this a real car? It looks a little bit like a DeLorean. Spin. I mean, since this is such a concept car, it might have actually had ABS. Who really knows? There were early iterations of ABS, but it only became common in most cars starting from like 2000 or late 90s. One consideration is that it's very difficult to like control acceleration and brakes and steering delicately with a controller. I mean, if you were sitting in a real car from the 70s, at least you would have a good feeling for how hard you're hitting the brakes. And you would have to turn the steering wheel with your hands and arms. It's very different with a controller. So to an extent, it's perfectly valid to use traction control and ABS on cars, or it wouldn't be realistic. However, I am doing this. It's not impossible to have a good feeling. Like the triggers function, even if they're not pedals. I'm gonna have to eat something, but maybe I'll fall asleep before I feel too hungry. I have gained 24 kilos the last 2 years. I've actually crossed the line to obese, at least according to the BMI. Wait. Is ABS on? It's off. Good. Also, people in the past, you know, before the advent of power steering and hydraulic steering, hydraulic pedals, they must have been fucking muscular giga chads. You don't need to go to the gym if you drive a car from the 70s. I miss the tire squeaking loop from Gran Turismo 2. Wrestling a cow. Okay. What an interesting comparison. The original tire skid drifting sound. Can I loop it? Oh. Private conversations, I'm sorry. I was hoping it loops better. It's a good loop. Sounds the same on every car. Do I need to change something? Also, I checked if there was anything like sensitive in that chat. I just talked about tofu and cooking. So I think I'm good. Also, I was being sarcastic. I hate that tire sound. but I think it's a very, very Gran Turismo thing. So what do you mean vacuum cleaner sounds? Yeah, permanent spine damage. Why is it doing that? I didn't hit the brakes almost at all. I hardly steered. The game does force you to learn how to drive a car without traction control or ABS a little bit. A lot of license exams have ABS and TCS disabled, and you can't change it. I'm not sure where exactly I got it from, but I think driving a car that doesn't have ABS or power steering, I think requires a lot more force than riding a bike. Yeah. I don't know, because you have to apply the force of the brakes to real tires, big ass tires at high speeds with your foot. But on a bike, it seems a lot easier. But I could also be wrong, I'm not sure. I should ramble about something that I actually haven't any idea about. This PS3, I got it from a friend, and I think it was manufactured in 2011. Something around that time. And it's in pretty good shape. Making the game a bit quieter. It's pretty good shape. It had no scratches. It had some stuff on top of the case, that looked weird, but I was able to scrub it off. In fact, the only like marks on it are the marks that were left behind from the iso alcohol and my scrubbing. That was actually permanent. It's very light, so it's hard to see. But yeah, it's otherwise in an extremely good shape. It was hardly ever used. When I took it apart the first time, I took it apart because of whenever I was playing and it was heating up, the parts would expand and they would crack. They wouldn't actually break, but it would sound like they're cracking, like expanding, and I was worried about that. I thought maybe the screws are a bit loose, and if I just open it up and put it back together again with less force, then it would solve it. It did solve it. And I also checked for dust, and there was no dust inside. There were a few little bits of dust, but not even nearly as much as you would think on a over a decade old console. It has just not been used at all. It's the Slim. It's the second iteration. To be precise, it's a 2504. And there's letters after that, but I don't remember exactly. So, no, not the glossy one. The glossy ones are... all of them look awful these days. Good luck finding an original fat PS3 that doesn't look like scratchy as fuck. And the Slim looks better because it's it has a matte finish, like a little bit of a rough finish, which I actually like better aesthetically. And scratches don't show up as easily. Then there's the Super Slim, which is weird. And I have the impression that it's not the ideal PS3 to use. So I was actually pretty lucky that I got this one. In the end, I really wanted just a Slim. Maybe even one with... I bought a used PS3 Slim months ago, but it broke when I cleaned it. I haven't been able to fix it. Actually, I really liked how it looked, and when I got this one from a friend 3 weeks ago or so, I was hoping that it was like the same model, and it is. That I was lucky. I could switch out parts if I want to. I might still try to fix the old one. The problem seems to be either the HDMI chip or the multi-AV chip, or both. Is the backwards compatibility really worth it? Like, it sucks that Sony removed that capability from the later models. I mean, in fact, only the early fat models support PS2 games. But on the other hand, I think they, to an extent, did the right thing. 'Cause PlayStation 2s are like sand. There's millions. Oh, they do. huh? Didn't know that. 69. Personally, I haven't seen the point. Also, if you don't need to play a PS2 game on a PlayStation 2 console, you're fine with playing it on another platform, then isn't PCSX 2 just the best option at this point? It runs everything. It gives you so many options to like upscale things and replace textures. For collection, that makes sense. I wonder if I can do this. Yeah, I used to be mostly interested in the backwards compatible PS3s. Like, way back in the past when I was contemplating buying a PS3. But then in more recent times, I think I'd just like the Slim the best. It looks good aesthetically. It doesn't catch as many scratches. It's odd that the Slim, quote unquote, is so big. Selling consoles. Selling consoles is something that my brother did a lot. I'm gonna give this thing a turbo. Wait. I have driving assist on. That's no good. We used to have an Atari 2600 Junior, and my brother at some point just sold it. And I didn't even know. He kind of did it without telling me. And those things are valuable, sentimentally and in terms of money. The PS3 Slim is about as big as the fat PS2. And the Slim PS2 is tiny. To be fair, it was the 2600 Junior. It wasn't the original 2600. That one, I imagine, goes for, I don't even know how much on eBay or whatever, but still, I played on it every now and then. We played on it together. We had a cartridge with, I think, like 52 games or whatever. Most of them don't stand the test of time. They don't age well, but still, you know, as a kid, everything is magical. And he sold it. He also, actually I don't know, but we used to have a fat PS2 when I was like super little, when I was like 5. Around that time, we even had a steering wheel and pedals, and we were playing Gran Turismo 3 we had a fat PS2, and I don't know where that went. Later on, when I was about 10 to 12, we had a PS2 Slim, and I played on that one a lot too. Okay, apparently I can't keep up even with a turbocharger. Really? Was it niche? The 2600 was huge, so I actually know about history because in the late 80s to early 90s, there was the video games market crash, and for a long time, the Atari 2600, I think that was like in that time, the Atari 2600 was a really big console that a lot of people had. Until the SNES and the PS1 and stuff. That's what I know, at least. Or the NES. Yeah, the NES came after the 2600. Yeah, that was probably when that crash ended. Right? But the 2600 was like up there for quite a while because of the stagnation. I need more power. These are cheap. This song gets DMCA'd too, I think. Very fun. Don't even know if this is worth it. I'm not getting a lot of money from these races. Can't believe I'm actually managing to hydrate. I actually only had 2 cartridges on the Atari 2600. I wonder if we ever had a PS1. I don't think we did, but maybe before. Maybe before I was born, or before I was old enough to remember. My brother is 5 years older than me. And back in the day, he and my dad specifically, he was into video games. So my dad had an Amiga I believe. And he like taught my brother video games. I find the idea of parents sharing video games with their children and like raising them with them, I find that really sweet. But later on, after I have a sister and she's 10 years younger, he did not do that with her. And since she's 10 years younger than me, and I'm awkward and have a bad relationship with my family, I never introduced her to anything either. My brother tried, but he's 15 years older. 5 years apart and 15 years apart is a big difference. Wait, this isn't adjustable. Ugh. I just wanted to increase the ratio. Nowadays, when I talk to my dad about video games, he seems to have a very negative opinion of them, which is so weird because he was into video games back in the day, and it was something he shared with my brother and me. There was one Christmas when we believed that we were done opening our presents. And then he said, "Oh, did something move behind the curtain over there?" And we looked, and it was 2 Game Boy Advances SP with Pokemon Leaf Green and Fire Red. And me and my brother played a lot. And those are like very fond memories that I have. But that must have been the last time that he did something like that. And nowadays, when we talk about PlayStations, he just gets, I don't know, very negative and condescending. Yeah, we had SPs. They were good, and I sold mine because I'm stupid. I was like 18 or 17 or something, and I didn't think that I would ever need it. I could have handed it down to my sister, but no. That sounds sweet. Whole family playing video games. I feel bad that I didn't get my sister into video games more. Like, to some extent I try, but I have a weird relationship with my family. And 10 years difference is a lot. It's not something where we can comfortably, or where I can comfortably just play games with her. Really, it's set too. I think the problem with computers is that they're more difficult to get into. They're the better gaming platform if you know what you're doing, but for children, a PlayStation is still a lot better. This thing does not want to move or turn. I think as an adult it's easy to switch to PC, but I mean, I don't know. My sister has never really dealt with PCs, so I wouldn't know how to introduce her to one, even if I got her a little gaming PC. On the other hand, with a PlayStation, you plop in a disc and you play. Essentially. I don't have to explain a whole lot. I mean, I actually still had to explain things more than I'd like. I do not care. I'm not gonna redo this race. My brother gave his PlayStation 4 to my sister last Christmas. Yeah, it was last Christmas. He was talking to me about it. Or asking me as well if it would be a good idea. I think it was. But when he gave it to me, the thing and the controllers were so greasy and like dusty. I had a fucking field day cleaning those things, which is fine because it was satisfying for me. I feel like she doesn't play on it that much though, partly because of stress with school, but the other day I linked her to our used website, used marketplace for where we live. I told her she should browse a little, take a look if maybe there's something she wants to play, because used PlayStation 4 games these days they're dirt cheap. On the other hand, PlayStation Store is awful. It's not the Nintendo Store, but it is awful. Things cost way too much. Yeah, $5. A lot of games cost about that much. For the PS3, it's similar, which is nice. I have a little collection of games here. I have the Classics HD Tomb Raider collection. I played Tomb Raider Legend earlier today. This was 12 euros maybe. I had to pay shipping, but without shipping it would have been like 5 or 6. Gran Turismo 5 was included with the PS3, and Heavenly Sword was also about 10 to 12. The only reason I paid so much was because of shipping. If I met up with a person and where I live, I would get PS3 games, most of them between 5 and 10. Heavenly Sword is something. Unlike its frame rates, which are nothing. But it is a PS3 exclusive, which I find interesting. Yep, 2.5 euros sounds about right. And PS4 games are similar. It feels weird buying disc games when we're in in the digital age. But on the other hand, if the games are so cheap, and also the fact that personally I really like collecting video game cases. It's not an obsession, but I really like having these cases. There's little booklets inside, there's some artwork, there's some boring text on the back. I can put it on my shelf as like decoration. The PlayStation Store for the PS3 is still online, but there's never any sales. And the games are way too expensive for it to be reasonable. And I told my sister that she should pick and choose something, and I would pay for it too if she wants me to. Because I have an income now. I can absolutely afford a couple of video games for 5 to 15 euros each. I would be happy to get her to play video games more. But she hasn't picked anything. I'm a bit worried that that PlayStation 4 is just gonna go unused. I might. I'm not sure what the value of a PS4 would be to me personally, though. I don't really know of any PlayStation exclusives on the PS4. I don't know, the PS4 came out in a time where digital and cross-platform releases were probably more common. The one thing I can think about is Gran Turismo 7, which we actually do have on disc for the PS4, but it also does not seem like the best possible way to play that game. Because the game came out on the PS5 as well, and it looks great on the PS5. When I tried it, I remember it running better than the PlayStation 3 Gran Turismo games. So that's a plus. But yeah, that's something I could do, I guess. That's something I could stream too. I don't know if PlayStation 4 emulation has happened yet, really. I don't know any other exclusives, though. I mean, Dreams doesn't exist on PC, but I've also never played it and I'm not particularly interested in it. Oh my god, I finished second. I still got money for it, that's fine. I could imagine that PS4 emulation might be further along at this point than PS3 emulation, because the PS3's architecture is quite something. Meanwhile, the PS4 was the first to have, I think, an x86 compatible CPU. I don't know that much about it, but the architecture is much closer to computers than the PS3 and PS2. Sony's arrogance and insistence on making consoles that were special in a technical sense is pretty interesting. They called the chip in the PS3 the reality synthesizer. I think it was actually not really insane for its time, because the PS3 was delayed multiple times, and when it launched, it was kind of outdated already, as far as I understand. Well, my opinion about Gran Turismo 5 is that it basically looks like Gran Turismo 4, but at higher resolution. I think there's something on my screen. Is there? This race is annoying. For the PS3, it's fine. I'm just saying it has aged. Like, why wouldn't it have had aged? The PS2 games have aged a lot too, but those have the advantage of being ideally played on a CRT, and the CRT makes up for a lot of visual crustiness. Can I actually do this? Maybe. Sony's E3 presentations about the PS3 were pretty misleading. A lot of trailers were pre-rendered or not even rendered at all on the PS3 hardware, compared to the Xbox 360 presentations that were extremely down to earth. And Sony management made some weird decisions about the architecture. Oh yeah, I think the PS3 was much more expensive than the 360. I wasn't there personally, but I've recently watched the Digital Foundry videos on the PS3 and Xbox 360 launches. Really interesting. And yeah, the PlayStation 2 with this weird ass emotion engine. It was called the emotion engine because the only emotion that developers had when they had to work with it was despair. That's not my joke, by the way. Yeah, PS4, Xbox. Well, all the Xbox consoles were PC architecture, pretty much. Yeah, the PS3 has as the RSX. It doesn't have like a conventional GPU. It has these 7 modules, of which not most of them were ever used. And also the fact that our PCS3 is still struggling. Making an emulator for this kind of system is hard. And it was the same with the PS2, but I think the PS2 just... PCSX2 in the last 5 years or so got so much attention and love. And there's a lot of game-specific patches that are applied automatically. When you use PCSX2, you don't even know it when you're playing a game. If you're playing any popular game, you can bet your ass that the devs thoroughly tested it and made patches that are applied automatically to make them work properly. And you can do a lot of things, even replace textures these days without having to change game files. And they've made a Vulkan renderer. But the PS3 wasn't as big as the PS2, and it's a bit newer as well. And it is no simpler than the PS2. The PS4 is a very different thing as far as I remember. As well as the Switch. What I find sad about Gran Turismo on PS3 is how bad it runs a lot of the time. There's a lot of tearing and the game does not run at 60 FPS most of the time. Sometimes it dips to 30 or below. And that is honestly, it has nothing to do with the hardware, it's honestly just the developer's decision to tune it this way. Just extremely ambitious and trying to punch above their weight class. But the PS3 is just not strong enough. It doesn't even render at 1920 by 1080. Even if you have your XMB set to 1080p, it'll still horizontally upscale. Which is sad, because on the PS2, Polyphony did some really good work with optimization. Gran Turismo 3 and Gran Turismo 4 are good-looking games on the PS2, and they run perfectly. I don't think I know of any situations or scenarios on the PS2 where GT3 or GT4 dropped frames noticeably. can do this right. Might want to stop soon because my voice is dead. I've been talking so much. I can't believe I have to go back to waiting for another Grace episode. A whole week. How am I supposed to cope with that? The game is so much more relaxing when there's no one in front of me. Is that the last one? Yep. Wait, I could do this one too. It's the same car. I should do this and then I'll probably stop. This has been a pretty good stream. No plans to pretty myself up, but I still did. Because I don't want my youth to run away from me. Maybe at least if I save the VODs, I can immortalize that. Oh, this is a short race. no idea where I got the energy from. I wasn't even sure if I'd stream. I was hesitating, thinking about streaming Gran Turismo 5 without cam, just for, I don't know, 1 or 2 hours. It turned into this. Which is good. It didn't really feel like effort, it just felt like something I want to do. Normally I would say it's like a high effort stream because the camera and wearing a fancy top. Not even putting on lipstick. I feel like the reason for doing it is very different from why I used to do it in the past. Because I've been watching a lot of Grey's Anatomy and its spin-off, Private Practice. And there's a character that I honestly have a crush on. The truth is, Grey's Anatomy and its spin-off shows, they span over nearly 2 decades. And in the earlier seasons, that character that I have a crush on, she looks so young. And then later in Grey's Anatomy, in the episodes that are airing, you can see how she aged, and it's terrifying. And in Private Practice, all the characters wear such fancy outfits, and you can tell that the makeup artists and the hairstylists, they did their absolute best. Everyone looks so good at all times, except when kind of the story or situation requires that they don't, like when someone's sleep deprived or something. Everyone just looks at their best. It feels like they make use of their 20s and their 30s. And meanwhile, I'm kind of not. I kind of never felt that way, but I am in the second half of my 20s. I'm only gonna get older and start wrinkling and shit. By the time I stop being depressed and maybe have a life and have real life friends or something, it might be too late to enjoy the little youth I have left. So that's kind of what has been driving me to use the cam a little more and put in more effort. Just the weird feeling of mortality that I get from watching Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice, which feels very silly to say. Can I please, like, move? Amelia in that show looks so hot. She wears so many cool outfits. Honestly, everyone does. And I kind of want to be like her. But I don't have a life. But I can at least stream with Cam. put in some effort and feel like I'm doing something with my youth. And I think I am. Maybe I'll be in a better place in 5 years. Or I'll, I don't know, have a life. Also, these aren't the dark lands. The point that I'm making is inherently positive. This has been a good stream. I did something good. You don't want to see me when I go to the real dark lands. Scusi. Funny word. Nice of you to finally show the fuck up. That's true. You come to Twitch for entertainment and interaction. And I'm doing something meaningful, both because I'm making use of my youth to feel pretty and to feel seen, but also because for one reason or another, people like watching my streams. They get something positive out of it. So I feel like I'm contributing to society in some way. As well as the fact that this is one of the ways that I interact with some of the friends that I have. Like, I hardly even talk to anyone, even on Discord anymore. But it's nice when friends pop in and we can chat a little. So yeah. Oh no. Beer season. What's that? Also, I hate beer. If it's an acquired taste, then I might never acquire it. Oh, I was able to do all 3 of them, that's good. What is a Kuberwagen? Oh my god. Translates to bucket car. Kuber means bucket. Not as far as I know. Maybe Germans use it for vomit. I've never heard it. I live in Austria. Have lived here all my life. But, you do vomit into a Kuber if you have one nearby. Yeah, I speak German. Whether I like it or not. I speak English better than German, but yeah. 58. Real old. Yeah, someone who grew up speaking German. It feels painful listening to German speaking English. The accent just kills me. There's some countries that have pretty good English, like Netherlands the Dutch people have good English. Very good English, probably because they're so close to the fucking Brits. Sweden? I guess. Yeah. Did not realize that Luxembourg has its own language. Kübelwagen, cause you need a Kübel when you see it. It kind of looks a little bit like a bucket. This car came out during World War II. And it's a premium car. Fully modeled. Oh, you mean the comment about Luxembourg having its own language? I don't even know where it is. But to be fair, I am an honorary American, so I don't need to know European geography. Oh. Here, some or a lot of ads for video games or ads for anything for used stuff. If you deliver it, it's €3.70 shipping. Either that or sometimes it's €4.90, I think. $45 worth of games. Kaspor. Oh yeah, he's in the background, inspecting the games. He's probably smelling something funny on them. He's judging silently. Doggo, yes. Casper with E is his name. But I'm funny, so I sometimes make letters weird. It's Julie's dog. And hands. Oh wow, this one has 1,000 horsepower. Wow. And they. I wonder if I should look out for anything specific. Oh. I haven't touched any of these yet. He is a big woofer. Wow. That was probably from GT4 too. Can't afford any of those. Well, Casper is American. Americans don't do kilos. Which makes me a little bit less of an honorary American. The word cube means that it's square, right? Because this doesn't qualify as a cube. Weird, misleading advertising. Wait, don't leave. "2D race car." Except it's not 2D. $12 million. I vaguely remember in GT4 the used cars rotate, and some can only be bought on a specific day or something like that. So if you want a full car collection, you have to... No. It would make sense if they don't rotate. If they don't repeat. 69. 30 kilo is a lot. That's as much as a little child. Tiny human. $50 kilos is like the weight of some adults. Yeah, I can't afford any of these. I mean, this one would be cool to get. Too expensive though. Maybe I'll take care of that offline. It makes a lot of sense playing this game offline. Can't believe I've gotten all the licenses too. Yep. You can hear the clicking of the disk drive. Yeah, I can't like edit that out. I could use a noise gate or a noise filter, but for what? The fan noise is at least constant. So I'm not worried about what that does to my stream. Wow, I look young and good. I can't believe it. This is a good stream. Good job, me. I'm gonna stop here. Thanks everyone for hanging out and watching. I hope it was entertaining. I did talk a lot, so it might have very well been. I think this was one of my better streams recently. Take care and bye bye.